Hi again, folks. Ryan Reed here from Reed Law Group. Even though my approach to most cases emphasizes working together and finding solutions outside of court, the reality is some cases still end up here in the courtroom. And navigating the court system, especially when it involves family law matters, can feel like you're entering a total maze. There's legal jargon, court rules and procedures, the sheer formality of the courtroom itself. It can be incredibly intimidating. And it's completely understandable to feel overwhelmed and uncertain. And let me assure you, I've seen firsthand how confusing the court system can be for individuals and families here in South Central Kentucky. So today I want to try and demystify that formal court process for you, offering what I hope is clear and relatable information to help you understand what to expect and hopefully feel more empowered as you navigate this legal journey. Why does understanding the process matter? Well, think about it this way. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to legal matters. Understanding the court system truly empowers you in several ways. First, it reduces anxiety. Uncertainty fuels anxiety, right? So knowing what to expect at each stage of the process can significantly reduce that stress and fear you might be feeling. It also helps you participate actively in your own case. When you understand what's happening, you can engage more effectively, ask targeted questions, and make more informed decisions about your future. Understanding the process also helps you manage your expectations. The legal process, especially when a case is going through litigation, can be lengthy. Knowing the typical timelines helps you manage those expectations and can reduce frustration when things take more time than you'd like them to. Spoiler alert, litigation almost always takes longer than you'd expect it to. And finally, understanding the process helps you work more effectively with your attorney. When you understand the basic process, you can communicate more clearly with your lawyer and their team, and you can all then really collaborate as one strong unit. Ultimately, knowledge gives you a sense of control, and that's incredibly important during times of uncertainty and change. So let's talk about the key stages in a family court case. While every case is unique, most family court cases in Kentucky follow a general progression. Here's a simplified overview of how it usually works. It all starts with filing the petition. This is the very first step where one party, called the petitioner, files a legal document with the court clerk to officially start the case. This document identifies the basic issues such as divorce, child custody, support, and after that comes service of process. The other party, the respondent, has to be formally notified of the lawsuit. This usually involves having a copy of that petition and a summons delivered to them, often by the local sheriff's office. And then the response. The respondent has a specific time frame, usually 20 days, to file a written answer to the petition with the court addressing the claims made. Next, the case moves into discovery. This is a fact-finding phase where both parties exchange information and evidence relevant to the case. This can involve things like sworn financial disclosures, requests for documents, written questions called interrogatories, and even sworn testimony taken outside of a court called depositions. Now, often the court will require parties to go to mediation. That is a joint conference where a neutral third party, called the mediator, helps both parties try to reach a compromise agreement outside of the courtroom. If settlement efforts aren't successful, then the case is going to trial. This is where both sides present their evidence and arguments directly to the judge, who then makes all the final decisions. And once the judge makes a decision, it's formalized in either a decree or a judgment, which is a court order. If one party fails to follow that order, the other party can seek enforcement through the court, and in some specific situations, a party may even appeal the judge's decision to a higher court. Now, in terms of navigating the courtroom itself, it's absolutely true that the courtroom can feel intimidating, but knowing what to expect can help you feel more comfortable. So, always dress professionally and respectfully. Business casual attire is generally always appropriate. Inside the courtroom, be respectful to the judge, to the court staff, and to the other parties. Stand when the judge enters, and always address the judge as Your Honor. When speaking in court, speak clearly and concisely, answer questions truthfully, and by all means, avoid emotional outbursts. Just remember, court proceedings in Kentucky are recorded on video and audio, so be mindful of what you say and how you act. And a final thought, be patient. A litigated family law case takes time, usually more than you originally expect. but understanding the legal process empowers you to navigate your family law matter with greater confidence and peace of mind. Remember, you're not alone. Your attorney is there to support you, to guide you through the process, and to advocate for your objectives, and if applicable, your child's best interests. By working together and communicating effectively, you can navigate the court system and work towards a positive resolution for your family. If you have further questions about the legal process or how it applies to your specific situation, please don't hesitate to give us a call. We'd love to help. Thanks for listening.